Hello everybody and welcome to my first ever video. Today I'm going to be playing 60 Seconds Apocalypse Survival. We have to try and survive for as long as possible during a fallout. And you have to try and scavenge as many supplies as possible and survive for as long as you can and try and get rescued. Stage where you have to go around the house to try and grab as many supplies as possible. Unfortunately though, your family members don't actually help, they just kind of stand there waiting to be collected. Already on medkit right next to each other, that's good. They're both rather important. You need the radio to help get rescued and make it if you get sick. I need the axe. Run. Go on, Ted. Let's get our wife, Dolores. And the gun. Gun's good for defending yourself. Get Boy Scout book, cards, bottle of water. Okay, I think we're going to have to leave Mary Jane behind because we don't have enough time to grab her. Ah, quick! Oh, that was close. If you don't get in time, you die. You can't win at all. So I think I got Timmy, Dolores. I didn't get Mary Jane. I got a little bit of water. I got some food. I got the gas mask, the axe, the gun, the radio. Day one. Let's see what we've got. I would say that's a pretty decent haul. Almost all of us made it to the shelter. Almost. All we can do now is start thinking of creative ways to serve our canned soup. We vaguely remember stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for them upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work in your favour, so we found a suitcase down here. Hey, look what we found when we... Wait, whoops. Hey, look what we found in the suitcase we grabbed upstairs. Good thing we didn't unpack our holiday luggage. Oh, we got a flashlight too, that's good. Get pancake. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Hopefully not yet, we don't want you going crazy. There's just barely enough water for everyone, we'll have to ration it strictly. It's the best stock shelter we've ever seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. I would agree. Random notes. Day 2. We can make it work even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? We've heard that that's the best way to get to Europe. Everyone's okay. Oops. Don't need to ration any supplies. Let's send somebody out on an expedition tomorrow because we've got the gas mask. We'll be okay. No! What's the trick, Sand? And why is the wall so wet? Are we about to get flooded? We don't have life preservers or a boat. A boat wouldn't even fit inside this shelter. We need to do something. Save for supplies. I don't know. I'm going to go for the radio because it's very important with getting rescued. But I think we can fix the map with the Boy Scout, but there's nothing we can do about the cards. The radio was rescued first before any of that filthy liquid got into its case. It wasn't long before most of the water disappeared, but the damage it done was enough to upset us. Cleaning and fixing this mess will take us days. And what's that smell? No. Let's send Timmy outside with gas mask. He should come back okay. Day 4. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Yeah, we need to feed him, give him water tomorrow. Day 5. Give them some soup and water, because otherwise they'll die. There's nothing more annoying than silence, and that's all we're getting from our radio. No music, no talking, nothing. Is there anything we can do with the radio to make it work again? We sure know staring at it won't help. Don't tinker with the radio, because it breaks. Day 6. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. Of course it will be. Damn it, every time we want to check out one of these really great places in the neighbourhood, we end up looking at a stain or a hole in our map. That's not very helpful when you are planning a very dangerous journey now, is it? So it's a good time to fix that darn map. Yes, it is. That's a good thing about having a Boy Scout book. You can fix or like make most things in the shelter. Like, you can fix the gun, you can fix the map. Oh god, that obviously didn't work. We completely ruined the damn map. We could blame someone, but it's probably safe to say the paper was made of terrible quality. So you could only blame each other. You just get a fight. After all the days we spent down here, we're not exactly clean. We smell bad, real bad. It didn't bother us until we noticed it, and now we're about to get sick, so why not take a shower? We don't have soap, but there are other alternatives to consider. Let's use bug spray, otherwise they all get sick, and that's even worse, because you can only have one meg at a time. Timmy's back. Oh, gas mask's gone. We finally have a good use of that bug spray we brought down. It probably smells better than we do, so we can use it to become a bit more presentable, smell-wise anyway. Timmy's back. For all our daily bread and butter needs, we went to a small store next to the barber's. They had most amazing clerk who asked us to come again. We found it intact. We found a shelf with a sign that read everything for 99 cents. The only thing left were bottles of water, huh? Expensive. Oh, 4 bottles of water is really good. Our gas mask is gone, but that's okay. The water will help us survive. Does Timmy need feeding? No, don't want to go outside yet, because Fallout's still outside. We haven't got, like, a radio announcement to say it's gone, so don't want to do that. Telephone's ringing. We can take care of ourselves. Yes, we can. Ring, ring. There we were, thinking we'd never hear a telephone signal again, when suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's a phone booth across the street, so then we'll go and answer it. Let's send Dolores. I just want to check that Timmy doesn't need eating. Eating? Feeding? Don't want to eat your own child. That's not good. Day 10. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back soon. Doris is back safe. Let's give them all some food and water. Let's not send anybody out. We stumbled upon the remains of a bandit shanty town. Someone or something tore it down. Instantly, amidst the rubbles, we found a cat licking its paws nonchalantly, surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. How lovely. As we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We could now hear its paws impatiently scratching on our hatch. Should we let it inside? Why not? Let's let Sharakov in. Meow. There he is. I think it's a he. He's looking at Timmy. Timmy's like, don't look at me. That's so scary. Doris like, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. When we opened the hatch, the cat jumped in and marched around the whole shelter, sniffing us all, every wall corner, empty soup can and piece of furniture. Finally, it picked a quiet place, sat down, and let out a deep sigh before taking a 12-hour cat nap. Its collar has Sharakov etched into it. What kind of name is that, exactly? Timmy should eat something. Dolores is quite calm, Ted's fine. Don't want to send anybody out yet. We know very little about what's going on the outside. It would be a good idea to find out more. May discover if anybody else made it to safety. A radio could help this. Well, let's prepare to scavenge, because this will probably now say that it's safe. Day 12. Why are you sitting on our checkerboard? We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. Flat outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. That's good. We can send somebody out now. Let's send out Dolores. I won't give her anything. I think she should be okay. So we need a bit more soup. I mean, we've got plenty of water thanks to Timmy. What's Timmy looking at? He's staring at the wall. Everyone's fine. Timmy didn't say a word about it, but when he was outside, he scratched his hand on a wire or some other rusty piece of metal. His wound is not looking pretty, and we need to do something about it. Let's use med kit, because I might need the axe for something else. Like defending ourselves or getting rid of like rats or something. Using our first aid kit supplies was the obvious choice for getting Timmy back in shape. He's young and strong, so we have no doubts he'll recover soon. That's good. Random notes, don't need to read them. Today's the day we feed them, because it's day 15. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everybody got bored of the letter W. Suppose all you've got to look at is walls in here. Sharkov is still a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, just today we noticed something else in its colour. It seems to have a metal plate with an address on it, and it's not far. Should we take a quick trip to see what's there? I think so. I don't know. I don't think anything bad's going to happen. I don't think I'll get sick because the fallout's gone. Yeah, both fine. Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by two men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. That's a bit scary. They rushed towards the cat to pick him up, saying they had been looking for him for a while now. Supposedly, Sharkov belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the little guy dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it in the last few days. Everybody's fine. Random notes. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for the water rationing. You should think about soup. We've got tons of water. Not tons, but plenty for the meantime. Dolores might bring some back. Knock knock, this sounds always surprised and confuses us. It could mean anything, good or bad, but we're always curious. If we open the door, no, because we're not going to get rescued and we might get robbed or get unwell. Here's Dolores. The banging stopped after a while, and whoever was behind the door left. We have no idea who it was. Will we ever find out? To our surprise, we found Sharkov back in the shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care that it appreciates our kind heart's optimism, or just stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. We don't exactly have a stockpile. We have 1 1/4. That's not really enough. Doris is back. Oh no. Please don't say Raiders have found us. It's quite a long walk from our house to the docks. We knew of a promising route in the area. It survived blast, but sea wave drowned half of it. We were hoping it wasn't the better half. Water everywhere, and finding empty bottles to store it in was not a problem. The problem was the water we filled them with kind of salty. For water, I mean, we've got plenty of water. What we need is soup. Half-drum container in the back was labelled nothing important. It was full of ammo. That's helpful. We might be able to trade it in for a can of soup on the line. Does Dolores need feeding? Not yet. Yeah, I'm not going to send them out yet if they said they might have been tracked. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come and rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist, obviously. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Let's do that. Day 19. We knew it. The government has not fallen and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they'll be in touch in a couple of days and told us to await further instructions. Right. Young man knocked on our door today asking for help. He said he's been watching us for a while and he believes we're good and decent people. Although he hoped we would meet in different circumstances, he could really use our help now. The mission is rescuing his twin sister who went missing while trying to infiltrate a nearby bandit camp. He promises it will be worth a while. Yes, we will, because it could get us rescued eventually, with twin ending. Day 20. Oh no, Dolores is sick. Young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her a weapon and fought off bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. It's a crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. She didn't come back safe, she came back sick. Let's give them some water and soup. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sharkov found a tiny wire sticking up from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plaster and debris fell on our table, topped off with a big meowing furball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire. So maybe it's best to leave it be, or should we examine the wire? I'm going to say yes, because you can get the secret agent ending, because they're wiretapping you, I believe. Someone's knocking at the door. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck packed in our neighbour's driveway. Not packed. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they said they were listening to everything we said. That's not creepy at all. We gave them hella much back to our bunker. Everybody's fine, except for Dolores, she's sick. The agents who are spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? I'm going to say yes, because it helps you get the air ending. Really need some soup. Come on, Doris, get better. They briefly waved some sort of ID card in front of our faces and told us they're on a top secret mission. Government mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some kind of their top mission. We help them with some of their top secret missions. They assured us that they contact us again with more details. Right, let's send out Timmy. I think we should be okay this time round, but we don't want to go out much more. Hopefully we get some soup. Day 23. Somebody's knocking at the door again. Yeah, he went out. Everybody else is fine. You wouldn't expect the post-apocalypse to be, a time of peace and quiet, since most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet here we are. Yet here we have someone at the door. When we opened it up, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asked us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What the hell is that? Well, I think we have enough water to spare, considering there's only 3 of us. Let's see what he does. Day 24. We explained politely that we didn't have a water chip, but we are happy to share some water with him. The man was visibly disappointed, but thanked us for his water and even left us his gas mask. Odd, yes. That is rather strange. We don't need the gas mask anymore, though, really. That's to stop us from getting sick. Random notes. I mean, Dolores is already sick, but to stop Timmy and Ted getting sick. Hopefully Timmy will be back soon. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. I agree. Oops. Yeah, I didn't say anything. Random notes. So now we're completely out of food. So we need Timmy to come back in the next 4 days or so, otherwise we're gone. Stop arguing. A small muddy pond in the park nearby. Too bad we forgot our fishing rod. Perhaps we could try and fish something out of the nasty water using the old suitcase. I think we are going to try, because even if we lose a suitcase, we can get, I think, a can of soup, or maybe 2. Oh no. Oh, I got medkit. This suitcase wasn't exactly waterproof, plus the pond water stank to high heaven and was really green and probably radioactive. You're probably right. Suitcase might have melted a little. It was worth it though, right? What happened to your hands if you're doing that? Let's give Dolores some medkit, because we don't want her dying on us. A coded note was left on our doorstep. It's all symbols and numbers, some sort of cipher that needs to be cracked before you can read the letter. Dolores seems eager for this challenge. However, it's hard to tell how long this could take her, and it could prove to be a waste of her time. Should she keep herself busy with it? She might as well, because we've got nothing else to do in here. Just sit around and stare at each other. Where's Timmy? We need Timmy. Doris instantly sat down with the code and started working on it with purpose. She looks very focused. Let's hope the note is worth staying up all night. Dolores looks very tired already. So much about Dolores. We were able to receive another message from the government. The military is preparing a rescue mission. They want all survivors to head to a specific location in the area, then leave a sign that someone is still alive and kicking nearby. The problem is they've provided us with geographical coordinates, but we need a map to find out where we're supposed to be headed. Otherwise, it's just complete gobbledygook. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the map because we broke it trying to fix it. Yes, Timmy's back. Oh no. Please tell me you bought food. We're sure we can find the location of that map. We were wrong. Hopefully he'll get lucky next time. Timmy's back. At least now he's got the map. One of our neighbours has a boat in his own. The old time wasn't happy to let anyone use it, and he just kept it in his yard. It's still there, but the neighbour isn't. We finally got a chance to have a look inside. One of the cabins was filled with maps, binoculars, and some technical gadgets. Most of them look useless save for a map of the local area. It will definitely be useful. We need food. Let's send out Timmy, because he might get sick, to help the secret agent people. Please don't die on me. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they'd be back with more information soon. Just random stuff, don't need to give them anything. Day 31. Let's just leave all those questions for now, yeah. We're closed within a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have had some supplies, and in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of your family is the most important thing in the world, right? Well, they're going to starve out soon. I think I need to do this because we can get the government ending, or like the military ending, and then the secret agent ending. So I have to, because we need that food. Yes. Really bad, but we needed it. We're now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. That sounds like a good idea. That recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighbourhoods that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs, all of them armed to their teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seemed to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, even maybe a hot tub. That'd be nice in the apocalypse. Or nuclear fallout. Yeah, Timmy's sick. Alright, let's just do that. Then we're ready. I don't want to send anybody out at the moment. We don't need to go out. It took several days and a lot of silent cursing, but Dolores finally cracked the code. Yes, Dolores. Impressive. The note contained detailed directives to some secret location nearby, but also says Dolores must show up alone. She says she's willing to go, but we can't help wondering whether it's some sort of trap. Should we risk it? I mean, I guess so. I don't know. They might take her away, but we still got Ted, and we've got Timmy. Oh no, she's gone. Oh, I thought they had taken her, but it takes her a few days, I guess. We're either going crazy, or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects, or worse. It's worse. They're spiders. And not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. We've got to do something about them. Now I wish I had Mary Jane, so we could turn her into a mutant with the spiders. Enigma. Now they're both sick. We always knew books are precious. They are the perfect weapon for waging total war on insectoids of any kind. Fear will keep the local spiders in line. Fear of this scout handbook. While chasing them around the shelter, we found a misplaced water bottle. That was a good hunt. How do you misplace anything in this, tiny shelter? We keep going on about how small it is as well. Dolores came back from looking relaxed and carrying extra supplies. The note was written by her dear old friend Peggy, who now inhabits the shelter together with other work colleagues of Dolores. She claims it was some sort of secretary job from before she married Ted. It's weird how little we know about that time in her life. She's quite a private past now, dear Dolores. But clearly all these years ago she made friendships for life. These supplies will surely prove useful. That's helpful. Oh no, we didn't need to rob those old people, so now we can't get the twins to help us. It's annoying. And we really need to make it. Not going to send anyone out at the moment. We have plenty of stuff. Day 35. Need to give them soup and water today. Let's give them water and soup so we don't die. Here's someone knocking at the door. I thought playing with silent game would be a good idea. If silence was too annoying, quickly stopped. Stay alive is by a strange looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insists his prices are so low that it's practically like cutting his own throat. The least we could do is take a look at his offer, but although for some reason we don't really trust him. Those are rubbish offers. You need the gun. I mean, suitcase card, yes, probably okay, but I don't have that. But yeah, gun for the bug spray, no. Despite his desperate attempts to sell us all kinds of things, useless and not, we turned down the man's offer. It's probably the bet he did look quite untrustworthy. I'm just going to go scavenging. Clearly we're trustworthy after our last successful mission, as the agents came back with another request. You are to generously provide either a couple of soup cans or some water bottles for an agent in the field. They'll take care of that the delivery. In return, we'll be given an encouraging pat on the back and a promise of a better future in a safe government shelter. Which do we have more of? 7.25. Yeah, let's give them water. We have a lot more water. I think we're going to win this time. Day 38. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised they would be back with more information soon. That is quite a lot of water to give them, though. That's like 20 days worth of water. Nothing yet. I don't want to go out on an expedition because I don't want to risk any of them. We were able to receive another message from government. The military is preparing a rescue mission. They want all survivors to head to a specific location in the area, then leave a sign that someone's still alive and kicking nearby. The problem is they provide us with geographical coordinates, but we need a map to find out where we're supposed to be headed. Otherwise, it's just complete gobbledygook. Well, thankfully, we've got the map after I think Timmy bought one back, after we tried to fix it and just full on ruined it. I'm worried about Dolores and Timmy, because they look really bad. Dolores looks like she could die at any time. Don't want to send anybody out. So give them some food and water today, because we don't want them dying since we've got this far. Yeah, no expedition. Random notes, don't need to read them. Day 41. Fond memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for harsh reality that awaits us. Yeah. Well, hopefully if we get to the shelter, it won't be that harsh. Our situation is getting worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids when the bomb fell. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. As part of the community, we helped stock it for an emergency, so technically they're ours, right? Should we reclaim them in our hour of need? I'm going to say yes, because I've already ruined the twin endings. We can't get that, so we need a bit more water, hopefully. Oh, we got a lot more water. I feel really bad for robbing all these people. We had to do this for the family. It had to be done. We really don't want to mention it again. How about we talk about something else? Soup, perhaps? Oh no, Timmy's getting worse. Knock knock, this sound always surprises and confuses us. It can mean anything, good or bad, but we're always curious. Should we open the door? I'm going to say yeah. Actually, I'm just going to feed them all first in case they do come in and take all our stuff and we can live a little bit longer. And hope that people actually do come. Yay! Got the secret agent ending! Survived. And all the 3 people I took down are still alive, which is surprising. We were taken out of our home in the dark of night and hastily transported to what the agents called a presidential bunker. It's amazing. Sure, the walls are a similar shade of grey, but now we have a whopping 20 square feet more to walk around in while we die of boredom. The extra bucket and newspaper supplies, nothing to sneeze at either. All in all, it's definitely an upgrade. Life here will surely be worth all the trouble we went through. Finally, we can sit, relax, and let somebody else empty the bucket for a change. 43 days. That's quite good considering I played on normal. Maybe. We don't actually know what happened, but we moved. We moved house. So I feel like I've won. Successful expedition, 7 out of 7. That's good. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye!